So, this is honestly not a video I ever expected to make, but I'll just get straight to the point. I was recently banned from Jujutsu Shenanigans, and after taking some time to think about everything, I wanted to explain what happened, acknowledge where I went wrong, and clear up some misunderstandings. The reason for the ban was inappropriate content. Before I explain anything, I want to be as transparent as possible. I'm going to show the videos that were flagged, explain why they were flagged, share some of the feedback I received from the moderator, and talk about what I learned from all of this. If you've been watching me for a while, you know the kind of videos I usually make. It's mostly useful glitches, techs, tips and tricks, memes, and community humor. I don't make videos with a goal of being inappropriate or sexually arouse my viewers. That's why I was surprised by what happened. And I didn't make this video immediately because I wanted to wait until I had exhausted every option. After I was banned, I submitted an appeal and spoke with the moderator, who took the time to explain why each of the flagged videos was considered inappropriate. Since she wasn't able to reverse the ban herself, I asked if my case could be reviewed by someone higher up, in hopes that after my explanation, my ban might be reduced. She said she'll do it, but also told me not to get my hopes up. I waited because I wanted to see if I'd be given another chance before making a public statement. But, as you can tell, I never got a response. I'm not making this video to get people to pressure the moderators, or argue with them. I'm making it because the people who watch my content deserve to know what happened, what I learned from it, and why some videos have disappeared. There are a few individual decisions I still see a bit differently, but I want to go through the videos that were flagged, and explain the context and what I understand about them now. There are 5 clips in total. This was meant to be a Black Flash meme edit featuring a Maki cosplayer who's my friend. I added some exaggerated visual effects for comedy, including a dumb animation at the end. At the time, I saw it as harmless meme editing. After speaking with the moderator, I was told that the issue was the way the clip exaggerates another player's avatar in a way that turns it into a butt-slapping joke, and that humor like that isn't something that would be allowed in the game. I understand now that the way it frames another player and focuses on that kind of visual humor can come across very differently, even if that wasn't my intention. In this clip, I recorded a moment where another player's avatar appearance changed during gameplay, and I edited it with a meme reaction for humor. After reviewing it with the moderator, I was told that the issue was how my editing framed it. Specifically, that censoring a shirtless avatar and adding reaction edits like the jackpot meme can be interpreted as implying inappropriate activity, even if that wasn't my intention. I was also told that the avatar in that clip was already considered to be breaking the game's rules, although I wasn't given any further details about that. But looking back, I understand how the combination of those elements can come across very differently from how I intended. In this clip, I happened to pass by 2 players using an emote that could be seen as inappropriate. I recorded it and turned it into a joke, because I thought it was funny at the time. After reviewing it with the moderator, I was told that even if the players were likely just joking, the behavior can still be considered not safe for work, and that highlighting it could make it come across more seriously than I intended. I understand why it was treated seriously within the game's rules, even though I would have interpreted it differently at the time. In this clip, my friend was using the sign emote, but switched to chat midway, and I made a quick joke about him, remembering his chat existed. Right after that, he got hit by a black flash, and I added a clapping sound effect at the end because I thought the absurdity would catch viewers off guard and make it funnier. After reviewing it with the moderator, I was told that the issue was that this type of clapping audio is commonly associated with not safe for work content, and using it in that context can be interpreted differently within the game's rules. That wasn't my intention, but I understand why it was taken seriously. In this clip, I used my evasive ability multiple times, and added anime image jump scares each time. I also added a woman jump scare warning at the start, as a joke based on a Naoya meme trend, since I thought it would be funny, and get reactions in the comments. After reviewing it with the moderator, I was told the issue was the repeated use of images with exaggerated proportions made it fall under content, not allowed under the game's rules. I don't fully agree that it's inappropriate content, since there was no nudity or explicit poses. Even the moderator said she's iffy about it, but I understand why it was interpreted that way within the rules. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I know there are still a couple of things I see a little differently, but after talking with the moderator and looking back at everything, I understand why the videos were interpreted the way they were, under the game's rules. I've already taken down all of the videos that were flagged, and I'll be a lot more careful about how my content can come across going forward. And again, I'm not making this video to argue with the moderators, or encourage anyone to go after them. I just wanted to be transparent about what happened, explain my side of things, and hopefully clear up any confusion. The biggest thing I want people to understand is that this genuinely isn't the kind of creator I ever wanted to be. I never set out to make what people would consider gooner content. My understanding of that kind of content was very different, and after talking with a moderator, I realized there were things I simply wasn't considering, and that I misunderstood where the line was in this community. Looking back, I think my biggest mistake was not paying attention to my own comment section. I saw people calling me a gooner, or gooner content, and saying similar things. But I brushed it off as just another hate comment. In the past, I'd gotten a lot of hate over my avatars, so I assumed this was more of the same, and didn't stop to think that people were trying to tell me something. I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned from all of this. As a content creator, one of the most important things you can do is understand how your community is receiving your content. I failed to do that here, and because of that, I didn't realize there was a genuine concern until after I was banned. At the end of the day, rules are rules. Even if I didn't intend for my videos to come out that way, I understand that intent doesn't always match how something is perceived. If my content broke those rules, then I'll take responsibility for it, learn from it, and make sure I do better going forward. And to everyone who watched my channel, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression of the kind of creator I wanted to be. That was never my intention, and I'll work to make sure my future content reflects that. Take care, guys.